Good evening, Tornado Nation. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Lincoln Coffey here with Haley Braun, live from Dolph Stanley Court, here for our Lady Tornadoes first round regional game.
Tonight, the Tornadoes are facing off against the Southeast Spartans with a record of 14-14, coming off of a 5-game losing streak.
That's right. However, the Tornadoes are going to have to keep their heads in the game tonight and not sleep on the Spartans, with the Spartans being a new opponent so far this year. We are going to have to expect anything.
With that being said, having a full gym cheering them on tonight and extra energy from Purple Rain in a place they've called home for many years, the Tornadoes will be comfortable getting a win tonight and advancing in this tournament.
Thank you for tuning in to TommyTV. We will now send it over to your commentators, Wade Sorrell and Blaze Rogers, for tonight's broadcast.
Thank you, Lincoln. Welcome to TommyTV at the Dolph Stanley Court. I'm Blaze Rogers, joined by Wade Sorrell. Wade, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing peachy. You know, it's a great night for some basketball, Blaze.
Absolutely. It's snowing outside. It's been snowing the last few hours, so perfect to stay in or stay in here and watch some basketball. Or, you know, obviously you're tuned in here. So, coming into the night, Taylorville stands at 18-10. They come off of a loss against O'Fallon just on Friday, and the Spartans stand at 14-14. They are currently on a 5-game losing streak, as they are 5-5 in their conference, which is 6th place in their respective conference, and we are 8-2, which is 2nd. Some keys of the game here. Wade, you want to take it away?
Yeah, of course. I think right out of the gate, our ladies are thinking, this is going to be kind of somewhat of an easier game. But I think you can't underestimate this team, is what I'm trying to say. You might be going into this game thinking it's just going to be easy, but you can never let off the gas. You can't let off. And I think I'm going to transition that into my second key. Don't give them hope from the beginning. You just got to stay on them. Defense, offense, no matter what you do, you just got to stay on them. Don't let them score as long as possible. Just don't give them a sliver of hope. That's what you got to do. Keep on the gas. And then another big thing we've been focusing on recently is turnovers. Got to get rid of the turnovers. We had that in the SHG game. We came out with a W there. But, that was a little sloppier of a game. Should have won by a little bit more, I think. If we can stay away from turnovers and, just out of the gate, just pump it up as hard as we can, I think that this should be a W for our ladies.
It should be, but, as you said, don't underestimate your opponent. It's regionals. I mean, you can't underestimate anyone. They're here for a reason. They're the 5 seed for a reason. We're the 3 seed for a reason. Mm-hmm. And earlier, Rochester, which was the 7th seed, beat Glenwood, which was the 2 seed. So
crazy upset right there. That was an amazing game to watch. Glad we were here to catch the end of it.
It was a very good game. So it's obviously like if Rochester, who was ranked lower than Southeast, was able to beat Glenwood, which was ranked higher than us, then obviously you can't really come into the game expecting just an easy, dominant win. Yeah,
I agree with that. But not every game is the same. So you can't see that last game and think, this is going to be the same thing. We got to keep up on the pressure. Like I said before, just as soon as the game starts, just keep up on the pressure and, don't underestimate them, and we should be golden.
Yeah, and when you talked about turnovers, we've had a lot of turnovers recently, and I feel like a big reason Taylorville lost to O'Fallon on Friday was, they had a couple turnovers, costly turnovers, that led to points for O'Fallon.
Yeah, of course. That, like I said, that's one of the biggest things. In the last probably 5 games, I'd say, home games, that's one of the biggest things that I've lost of games. As well as maybe a little bit of foul trouble towards the end of that game with O'Fallon. Got to stay away from that. Turnovers, foul trouble, and just stay on the gas. Yeah.
When we were talking about offense, obviously you need an aggressive offense, aggressive defense. And looking here, Friday against O'Fallon, we had a couple of really good players that day. Grace Rogers scoring 15, Addison Tarr. Maisie Fleming was quiet offensively, but did pretty good defensively too.
Yeah, she had a great night defensively. And sometimes your big scorers aren't going to score big, but they're gonna keep it up in other ways, like Maisie did with her defense. And then we also obviously had the Grace Rogers show in the first 2 quarters. She went crazy for 15 that game, right? Was that right? Yeah. So she did pretty good. I hope we see some big numbers out of some players tonight, especially. Just give them a little bit of raising their heads from the last game. That they played great in that O'Fallon game. Tough loss by 1 point especially. Great O'Fallon team, but if they can just keep their heads up and then win this game, they should be set.
I said this before in other broadcasts, but you kind of need to have like a goldfish mentality to where you forget the last game.
Mm-hmm.
You need to forget like all the tiny little details that just barely gave you the loss. You kind of need to wrinkle those out, but you need to forget the bad and continue with the good.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I would disagree actually, because you need to remember that loss to O'Fallon, have that fuel you, because that was supposed to be a blowout for O'Fallon, and we fought so hard that we came up, just that 1 point loss. That was such a good game overall by our ladies. I think we did a great job there, and we need to remember that. We need to use that game as fuel for this game and the next games after.
Yeah. We will step aside for the national anthem, and I believe the national anthem will be coming up and starting lineup. So we will step aside. We will join you guys soon.
Lineups first for the visitors. The Spartans of Southeast High School. At a guard, a 5'6" junior, number 1, Corin Pickett. At a guard, a 5'7" sophomore, Nevaeh Collier. At a guard, a 5'4" senior, number 10, Chloe Crawford. At guard, a 5'7" junior, number 23, Zaria Weston. And at guard, a 5'7" senior, number 50, Anise Francis. The Spartans are coached by Jasmine Wolford. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Taylorville Tornadoes. At 1 forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 14, Grace Rogers. At the other forward, a 6'4" senior, number 32, Maisie Fleming. At a guard, a 5'8" senior, number 11, Leah Champley. At guard, a 6' senior, number 23, Addie Tarr. And at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 24, Kylie Heimsness. Tornadoes are coached by Hayden Eldred, assisted by Kevin Kitzman and Tad McCullough. Officials for this contest are Terry Williams and Scott.
And we are back at the Dolph Stanley Court here, about to have the tip-off here. The starting lineup for the Tornadoes is the usual: Rogers, Tarr, Fleming, Heimsness, and Champley. For Southeast, it's Francis, Crawford, Collier, that is Weston, and then I'm missing someone.
We'll worry about it later.
Yeah.
The Tornadoes have the ball.
That's Bounce. No. That's Pickett.
Quick three from Addie Tarr to open up the game. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. I was distracted by the names there. Pickett has it. It gets stolen, and Rogers and that is Western fight for it. And it'll be jump ball, and it'll stay with Southeast.
That's what I'm talking about. Effort out of the gate, just like that. Can't stay off the pedal.
Collier has it now. He will lose the ball, but gets it back. Gets tipped in the air by Rogers. Champley almost had it and goes into the hands of Grace Rogers. Now Rogers getting some nice defense here by Southeast. She'll go up. Too strong there. Gets rebounded by Tarr. Now Heimsness. Deep three. Doesn't make it, but Champley rebounds. Tries to go up. Does not get it. And Fleming and Francis will fight for it. That's a jump ball. And it will stay with the Tornadoes.
Good effort. Like I said, great effort. They're fighting for the ball everywhere. Exactly what you want to see.
Heimsness goes to Tar. Tar goes up. Easy 2 there. And now the Tornadoes have 4.
Great effort by Tar. 4 points this early in is great.
Absolutely. As Pickett goes to Collier. And Collier will get it to, gets it inside to Wester. Now to Crawford. Hits the top, and that will go out of bounds. That'll count as out of bounds, and Taylorville will get the ball back.
Definitely one of the shots of all time, right there.
Oh, yeah. It was a shot, as Heimsness has it now. Heimsness getting some nice defense there. Heimsness goes to Champley. Now Champley looking at Tar, and that is a holding violation, and it'll go to Southeast. Held the ball for a little too long there.
Good defense by Southeast right there, not letting up.
I mean, obviously, you don't want to. Last year, we didn't mention, but last year these two teams faced, and Southeast got blown out of the water. It's Collier loses the ball. Heimsness. Collier gets it back somehow, and she will spin around. Gets the ball poked out by Heimsness, and Rogers gets it to Heimsness. Heimsness gets to Champley. Champley goes up. She will get fouled, and I think they'll say
They're saying that's on Champley right there. Wow. We'll see the replay.
See the replay, yeah. So Champley goes in.
I don't know. Okay. That's we're going to have to respect the ref's call on that one. Wild pass right there.
Yeah, well, Taylorville has it back, so that controversial-ish call was didn't really matter at the end. Heimsness has it now. Southeast playing some really tight defense here as she gets it to Rogers. Rogers spinning around, loses the ball, but gets it back, and now she'll pass it out to Heimsness. Heimsness gets to Champley. She'll go up, and that's an easy 2 there for Leah Champley.
Champley is playing aggressive today as well. Even with that call on her earlier, she's playing really aggressive, offensively and defensively.
Absolutely. As Crawford looking, will go to Pickett, then back to Crawford, then back to Pickett. Pickett tries getting it inside and does find Francis. That was a risky pass. As Crawford has it now, she'll go up. Too much height on that as Fleming rebounds. And then to Heimsness, she'll go up. Too much strength there as Champley rebounds, but they'll call a foul, I believe.
On the floor. That'll be on Champley again. 2 fouls.
Check the replay here.
Champley will be subbed out for Bailey Warrens.
Crawford has it now. Some nice defense there by Heimsness, and then she eventually gets away. Tries to get it up out to Weston. I've been saying her name this whole time. Too much strength there and goes out of bounds as Rogers will inbound to Heimsness. Heimsness trying to get, there's a foul there. They'll call it on Crawford, I believe. They will. And Rogers will inbound it once again.
Very aggressive for both teams coming out of the gate.
Yeah. She'll give it to Heimsness. And now she'll spin around, goes to Tar. Tar looking. Tries to go inside, then tries to get out to Heimsness, but gets stolen. And now Crawford, she'll go up. Swatted, and they'll call a foul on Grace Rogers there. Check the replay here. Rogers eyeing her down like a hawk and hits her a little too early, slams her into the ground.
Just being aggressive out of the gate. That's what Rogers does.
She had 4 fouls on Friday. She was very good, but had some foul troubles. And, that's her first of the day, but, that was a fun foul. That's one of the fouls that you really accept.
Late game, you got to, you got to be thinking back, hoping she doesn't get any foul trouble later in the game, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Crawford's first shot was good, and her second will not be good. Fleming rebounds. Fleming goes to Heimsness. Now Heimsness getting covered by Pickett. Will move it around. Tries to get it to Rogers. It'll go out of bounds, and it will stay with Southeast. Or go to Southeast.
Already a few wild passes right there. You don't really want to see that out of either team.
Need to get some more accuracy here on these passes here as Crawford has it. Gets double team, finally finds Weston, then Collier will go up. No good, hangs on the rim for a little bit. Now Tar has it. Tar being covered by Weston. Weston goes to Fleming. Fleming looking, goes to Rogers. Rogers spins around. She'll go up. No good. Rebounded by Werns, and then she'll try to get it to Heimsness, but gets Weston instead. And now Weston will slow down, go to the corner, gives it out to Crawford. Then Collier on the paint. Then Francis, too much strength there on the layup, and now Fleming has it again. She'll give it to Heimsness.
Can't miss shots like that. Those are crucial.
And especially against a tough team like Taylorville as Rogers. She'll try to do it again, and I feel like there should have been a foul call there, but no foul. And now Weston. Oh, travel call there. And now Peyton DeMichael will get subbed in. I don't think she was active for Friday's game, was she?
I don't believe so. They didn't have very many subs come in.
Oh, I think they may have had Hope Kitzman there.
Yep.
Usually doesn't happen. Now Fleming. Oh, tries to get it to DeMichael, but gets the ball poked out. She does recover, and now Tar has it. Tar gets it to Heimsness, then to Werns. Werns goes up, and it's good.
Good sequence right there.
Nice shooting there. Nice pass there from Heimsness. Nice shot there from Werns. Now Crawford. Crawford. Taking it a little slow here as Pickett goes to Francis in the paint, and she goes to Collier, and then to Weston. A long two, no good. And now Francis will fight and gets it. Now Pickett, too much strength there again. And now DeMichael to Heimsness. Heimsness, long three, no good. Gets rebounded by DeMichael, then to Fleming. Fleming goes to Tar. Tar, corner three, no good. Recovered by Francis.
A lot of shooting going on here. And I can't say I don't like it because, you know, they're taking their shots.
Everybody likes it. Now Southeast will call a timeout.
A lot of aggression coming out of the gate. You know, Southeast has only got their one basket on the board, one point, but definitely been a very defensive game so far, I would say.
It has been a defensive day here, but, you know, I mean, Werns has 2, Addison Tar has 4, and then I believe Grace Rogers also has, no, Leah Champley actually does have the 2, as we just saw in the replay here. Thank you, replay.
Shout out TommyTV. Great program.
Best program in Central Illinois, probably in all of Illinois, really.
Probably, you know, in the world, I would say. Maybe.
We're probably better than ESPN.
I would put us up there, yeah, for sure.
Probably better than the Bears radio station. I'm just saying that because I don't like the Bears.
All right. Looks like there was a wet spot on the court right there. Got to get that all cleaned up.
Weston will inbound to Crawford. And Crawford will get it back to Weston. Weston finds Collier finally. She'll go up, gets swatted by Fleming, and now Tar picks it up. We'll give it to Heimsness.
Great play by Tar right there. Heads up play. Exactly what you want to see.
Heimsness will get it to Tar. She'll get it to Fleming. Wow. Fleming goes up. She'll get fouled. That's an and one attempt there for Maisie Fleming.
Very hype coming off of that. Very hype, getting loud. Crowd loves it.
I originally thought that was a shot there from Tar, but no, it's just a really good pass. And then Maisie Fleming kind of just bodies the Southeast defender, and now they'll sub out Addison Tar for Grace Rogers.
There's really not a lot you can do there.
There isn't really. I mean, when there's someone 6'4", there's not a lot you can do. Collier will go up, gets it to I can't tell, but she doesn't make the shot and travel or on the floor. I can't tell.
It was on the floor, I believe.
Yeah, a referee was in the way. I couldn't see. Collier will inbound it. She'll get it to Weston. Does not make the shot, and Werns rebounds. Now Heimsness. Trying to find a space, gets a screen from Fleming, then goes back out to Fleming. Goes to Rogers. Rogers will go up, and she'll get fouled, and that's 2 free throws for Grace Rogers.
She's going in there and driving a lot, and getting those foul calls are exactly what you want to see. She can't get those points right there.
She's very aggressive when going up for those layups, and I mean, like, it's worked. I mean, she's gotten fouls, and she makes those shots sometimes too. I mean,
she's a great finisher. She can get it in there, and yeah, she does a great job doing those drives.
I mean, she had a last-second shot back in 7th grade to win state, so
Yep.
you know, she's got some experience here with when it comes down to playoffs. As Pickett goes to Weston, and then Collier. She'll go up. It'll roll in and out, and Fleming rebounds. Now Heimsness. Getting defended by Crawford. Goes out to DeMichael, and DeMichael looking around. Goes to Heimsness. Risky pass, and then she'll get fouled, I think, there. Yep, she will.
Not a lot you can do there. Her body was just in the motion already. Couldn't stop herself.
That was a nice catch there by Heimsness.
Great catch. Our pass game has been on point, I will say that.
And now they will Taylorville will make a line, and they'll spread out. Heimsness goes to Fleming, and then back out to Heimsness. Heimsness starting to back up. Then she'll hit a nice move. Goes up for 2, no good. Rogers rebounds, and Rogers finds Fleming. Fleming goes to Heimsness. She's wide open. She'll take the 3. Oh, bounces in and out. Recovered by DeMichael. DeMichael goes up, and it's good.
What a play. You know, she's aggressive. She's fast. She's in there. She has a few rebounds on her tonight. She's doing great.
You don't really expect someone at her height to be able to body other players that are taller than her, but, you know, she came down with that ball as Southeast scores there.
Their 3rd point. Finally.
Oh, the shot will be no good, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
You know, you got to look at players like DeMichael, Durbin, Kitzman. They're a little bit smaller in size, but, you know, they make up for it you know, they're sneaky athletic. They're fast.
See here on the DeMichael rebound, she just jumped over number 30 there. That is Autumn Reese, 5'1" freshman.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's got some, I think they're around the same height, and, you know, she's got more experience. So
Yep.
Michael is a junior and was just a freshman.
You know, she knows where to put the effort in, and it's definitely working out for her.
Looking here, the Spartans have 7 juniors and only 1 senior. That would be Chloe Crawford. So, and, you know, she got the start. So,
you know, I want to point out a great cheer by the Spartans cheer squad. Both teams are represented by their respective cheer squads tonight, doing a great job both sides. Yeah.
Hope they can keep it up.
Mm-hmm.
As
2nd quarter, you know, this is looking like the game it was looking like to be before we started here.
Reese will inbound it to Crawford. Crawford telling Reese where to go. And then she'll go to the other side to Pickett. And Pickett will go back out to Crawford. Crawford scooting right, goes to Reese. Reese finds Weston, and then back out to Reese. Reese goes into Weston again, and then tries to get it to Francis, but she wasn't paying attention, and it goes out of bounds.
Just a big miscommunication right there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to communicate a little better, as Rogers will get some, and Heimsness will get press defense right off the bat. Heimsness spinning around. behind the back move, and then Tar will spin. She'll go up, no good. Weston rebounds.
Nice little move by Himes right there.
Weston goes to Pickett. Pickett tries to go inside, but then back out to Reese. Then to Weston. In the paint, she'll go up, no good, and they will call it that Francis touched the ball last before going out of bounds.
Just barely.
Rogers and Francis were both fighting for the ball, and they will put Leah Champley back in and substitute for Bailey Werns. Now Himesness. Oh, pushes Reese into the ground.
Put her on skates.
And now Tar goes inside to Champley. Champley will go up and is good.
That matchup with Tar and that defender right there, the height difference is going to make a difference.
When you're 6 foot and they're 5'4", it's going to make a difference. Crawford goes to, I think that's Reese. Yeah, then Crawford again goes to Pickett. Pickett, a deep three, no good. It goes into the hands of Grace Rogers. Deep pass there to Tar. Tar loses it, and Pickett will try to rebound it but doesn't. And now Fleming goes up. She will have a on-the-floor foul.
A lot of action right there.
Check the replay here. Pickett tries to get it, but then Tar takes it from her legs, passes it to Fleming, and just too much. They'll call it, and they called it on the floor.
Yep.
Bit of a confusing little play there, but, whatever. As Himesness tries to find someone, finds Champley. Champley three. It bounces and no good. Collier goes up. She moves around. That's two. They'll call it on the floor. So that two, I don't think will count. It's Champley's third of the day already, and we're just barely into the second quarter.
I believe that was on the shot, actually.
Oh, yeah. They originally called it on the floor, but they changed it to a shooting penalty.
No good.
So the points will count, and they subbed out Champley again for DeMichael. And now Himesness has it. Himesness goes to Tar. Then Tar gets a screen from Fleming. Now they'll get it to DeMichael. Wow, nice catch there. Gets it back out to Tar. Then Himesness in the left-hand side. Tries to go in. She'll go up. Gets swatted by Francis, and it'll be a foul, actually.
Almost like she knew that was coming. Good move trying to pull it off there by Himesness, but, she just had the premonition, I guess.
Look at the replay there. Himesness kind of got stopped there. Tar goes up, no good. And
loose ball.
Southeast will. Oh, Grace Rogers gets Francis, stomps on her or lands on her. Now Pickett has it.
Francis was all over her right there.
Golly. Oh, Fleming tries to swat, does not get it, but it was a missed shot anyway. They'll call it jump ball, and it will go to Taylorville.
Tensions are getting a little high.
Thought Fleming was about to swat that, but
she got a little piece of it. Definitely helped. It's great to see players like DeMichael and Werns coming in and getting a decent amount of playing time. Great players. That's the future of the team, So you got to get them their experience. Doing a great job right there, Coach Eldred.
We have, the Taylorville girls team, obviously both basketball teams have a lot of potential, but I do feel like the girls team has more, potential, you could say, because they just have a ton of players suited. A lot of sophomores.
Strong sophomore class, especially with the girls. The boys, we got Brock Brown as a freshman starting. Great group of kids, freshman class right there. But yeah, I would definitely say the girls got a little bit more younger players.
Yeah, I'd say they have a brighter future ahead of them.
Which I hope they both have a very bright future.
Yeah, that's not saying the boys don't. As Rogers tries to get it to Himesness, but then we'll go to DeMichael. Then they'll finally get it to Himesness. Really
great passing right here. Just all game.
Fleming with a kind of weird screen, and Rogers will do the same. Himesness will get it to Fleming, then to Tar. Tar goes into the paint to Fleming. Fleming spinning around, goes up, no good. Crawford tries to save it, but will give it to Rogers instead. Now Fleming gets fouled, and now she'll have her chance to shoot a couple more free throws.
Great move there towards the end by Fleming before that foul.
I mean, she just had the entire team on her there.
Yeah. You know, they know she's a priority, and she's a big scorer for the Tornadoes. So they're doing their best to keep that score down from her.
A lot of Taylorville fans here, but not a lot of Purple Rain here tonight.
They're here in heart, I like to say.
They're here on TommyTV.
True.
Weston. Now, Fleming missed those two. It's Collier. She'll go up. No good. And they'll call tipped.
That looked like it was a pass. I'm going to call that a pass right there.
That's
what I'll just give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, we'll just call it a pass. I got tipped out of bounds. It's Crawford tries to get it to Weston, but she'll miss it. Now Collier goes to Crawford, then to Weston. Weston will go up, and she'll get fouled there by Fleming.
She'll take two. Yep.
Yeah.
Here's a replay. Let's take a look at this.
Look, Fleming just had her hand up the entire time.
It looks like her right hand got in there a little bit.
I mean, you got to keep your hand under control here.
No good.
Weston's first shot is good. Or no good, actually. My fault.
You know, a little bit of a rougher score coming up into halftime here for the Spartans, but the Tornadoes can't let up. You got to keep going. Okay, you got to keep the foot on the pedal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They sub out to Michael for Werns, and Weston's second shot bounces around and eventually does go in. Heimses has it now. Heimses gets it, or tries to get it to Werns, and it will go out of bounds there.
By all means, that was a great pass. Just Werns couldn't get a hold of it. But.
It's a great pass. I feel like just a little too fast there. Wasn't really expecting how fast it was going to be. Collier has it. We'll go inside to Weston. Weston goes up. Weston is good and gets the lead back down to single digits. Rogers goes to Tar. And Tar moving, goes to Rogers. Rogers shoots a two. No good. Rebounded by Fleming. Fleming goes to Tar out in the 3 zone. Now Tar hands it off to Rogers. Rogers, nice move there. She'll go up. No good, but she'll get fouled, and she has a chance to take the lead back up to 10 or more. We check the replay here, and that was just kind of got hit a little bit there, and that was enough for the refs to call it.
Yep.
First shot.
Drains it.
I mean, we've seen that a lot, so many times where the ball just spins around and pops out. That time, it finally decided it'll go in after spinning.
Thankfully, yep.
Rogers' second shot will also be good.
Now she is good for 4, along with Maisie and Addie Tar.
This entire Taylorville team. Oh, the ball's down.
Oh.
Himes just got it, and then she gives it right back to Weston. Weston goes to Pickett. Pickett will go up, loses it, goes to Weston instead, and now the ball was bobbled around there and finally goes into the hands of Heimsness. Heimsness will go to Rogers. And Rogers spins. She'll go up, and it's good. Rogers has 6 on the day, which is leading the team so far.
Yep, doing a great job.
Back-to-back games with, being one of the better shooters for Taylorville today. Pickett has it now. Goes to Weston in the paint. Gets the ball taken out by Rogers. And now Rogers, being both great offense and defense, goes to Fleming. Fleming goes to Tar in the paint. She'll go up. No good. Rebounded by Weston. Her name's been called a lot tonight. Weston moving around. Will not get fouled, but they will say Southeast ball Looked like Rogers tried stealing it from her hands as she was trying to shoot it.
Looked like I thought I saw a travel there, but I could be wrong. Well, that's the wrong replay for that, but I believe Spartans will take a timeout here right before halftime.
We saw the Rogers layup too, and I mean, like she's been doing that all game. I mean, has she even taken a 3 today? I don't think she has.
I don't think she has, no.
I mean, every single time she's went up to shoot, she's gone up to try to at least get a foul.
You know, if she sees an open lane, she's going to take it, and you know that's why she's one of the. That's why she's a starter. There we go.
She's a strong, aggressive player, both on offense and defense. And like right after that, I mean, Rogers poked the ball out and stole it.
Now, she's another one of those players where I could see her hitting 1,000 points before her career's over. You know, we got 3 on the team right now. Can't talk about that enough. It's an amazing thing to have 3 seniors with 1,000 points. You know, Addie hit it last year. Maisie and Kylie joining her this year. Just a great thing to have on your team. Exactly what you want to see.
Looking at Collier, she hasn't scored a ton tonight. As a matter of fact, she is not on the court right now. But, you know, she averages, according to Max Prep, she averages 15.5 points per game. So
I guess our defense is just doing a number on her.
It's Crawford to inbound it. Goes to Pickett. Pickett, corner 3, goes straight into the hands of Bailey Werns. And now Werns will go out to tries to get it to Rogers, but Crawford steals it. She'll stop, go up, and it'll be on the floor, they'll call it.
Here, let's see the replay. It looked like she just barely got her hand on that. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. I thought they were going to call her for a travel there because she stopped, but I was wrong.
I don't think anyone besides Champley has more than 1 foul, so that's great for the Tornadoes.
You know, I guess, kind of. I mean, obviously, you'd want less fouls. Heimsness, she'll go up too much strength. And Weston has it now. Weston goes to Crawford. Crawford back to Weston. She gets the ball poked out by Rogers again, and it will remain Southeast ball, but, you know, Rogers has poked that ball out multiple times tonight.
The crowd was a little mad with that call, but I think the refs made the right one from our view.
I do think they did make the right call there, as Crawford trying to find anyone. Eventually does find Pickett in the corner. She'll shoot 3. No good. Goes to the hands of Heimsness, and then long pass to Tar. Tar does get it, but then loses it, and that will be, I can't tell here. I think that's 32, Chloe White. Her pass is not very good. It'll go out of bounds.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, Blave, but if both of their 3-point attempts hit the top of the backboard here, so, you know, they're not shooting a lot of threes, going more for the drives, and, you know, maybe they may need to be taking more of those shots.
I mean, they haven't been great from the 3-point line, but I do think you guys, they need to start warming up a little on the 3-point, as that just got stolen here by Heimsness. You see they tried forcing it in for the 2, and it got stolen. Rogers spinning around, goes to Werns. Werns goes up, bounces around, no good. Fleming rebounds, goes up, and that one's good. Fleming has 6.
You will join Rogers with 6, yes.
2 there. I mean, it's been very spread out tonight for the Tornadoes. When on Friday it was a lot of Grace Rogers, a lot more spread out tonight. As Crawford has it, goes to White, then to Weston. Weston goes back out to Crawford. She'll shoot 3. No good. Gets rebounded by Pickett. And Pickett goes back to Crawford, then to Weston in the paint. Tries to get it out to White. Eventually does, but it got swatted there by Rogers, and now Crawford has it again. Pickett goes to Weston in the paint. She'll go up. Bounces around. No good. Into the hands of Grace Rogers, and she'll hand it off to Heimsness.
Less than a minute left. Got to make something happen if you're the Spartans.
A lot happened over there as DeMichael goes to Fleming. Fleming goes up, no good. Werns rebounds, then her shot is good. That happened earlier when Werns missed her shot. Fleming made up for it. and she's just kind of returning the favor there. Werns has 4 off the bench. Now Crawford trying to just stall out. She'll go up to shoot, no good, and DeMichael will just hold it. And going into halftime, Taylorville leads 25-8. Southeast just, their shooting has been very, very poor.
There's been a lot of turnovers for the Spartans. Not what you want to see, but you can't count them out till the very last second.
We are going to send it over now to Lincoln Coffee, interviewing Coach Eldred.
I'm here with Mr. Coach Eldred. I just got a few questions to ask you. With the Tornadoes being up in the first half, how are you going to keep up the momentum in the second half?
Right now, it's on the defensive end. We're having a lot of energy here. Holding to make under 10 points is always a good thing, and we just got to take care of the ball.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, we are back, and as I said earlier, Taylorville leads by 25-8, and with Taylorville, they've been kind of up and down. I feel like they could have 40 right now.
Yeah,
but there's been a few missed shots
for sure. They're still playing amazing basketball right now. But yeah, it could be a bigger lead. But I'm thankful for having a lead at all right now. That's what you want to see.
I think the biggest takeaway here is Leah Champley. She's got 3 fouls already heading into the third quarter. She hasn't got a lot of playing time just because they don't want her to foul out so early.
She already has 4 points, I believe. She's doing great as far as her career games go. But yeah, she's putting the effort in, but she's not getting a lot of playing time. She's getting a lot of fouls called on her, and that kind of thing. So.
We were talking about limit turnovers and limit fouls, and it looks like everyone else has gotten the hang of it, but Champley's still continuing to struggle with it.
It kind of just seems like she's in the wrong place at the wrong times, going up for those drives, and that's not her fault. Definitely not blaming her. She just happens to be in the wrong place, while everyone else is, they're staying clean with fouls for the most part, and we're doing a lot better with turnovers, I'd say. Spartans are not. I feel like that is one of their biggest downfalls in that first half. Definitely a lot of turnovers in their territory. And so, maybe they're talking about that in the locker room right now. Definitely something they need to correct.
They've had a lot of turnovers, but they had a lot of missed shots over there. It wasn't just like those threes that we were mentioning earlier, which, they haven't made a single three. They haven't shot a lot of threes either. But Taylorville hasn't either, but it's just because they've been so good in the paint.
Yeah, they're doing great in the paint. So, why would you shoot? I don't mind them taking shots because, we have some great shooters on our team. We got Heimsness, Tar, Champley takes some decent shots, and Maisie Fleming, she got her first career 3, so she's a shooter officially. But we have some great shooters, but they're great in the paint tonight. So I don't see why you'd change it up.
We are going to send it over to a message from the Tommy Awards, and we will be right back.
Welcome to the 3rd Annual Tommy Awards.
You are the future of what we're doing, and then this is why we put this together, and I look out and I see people that I graduated with, I see their children are up for this, and this is really, really a community event.
How awesome is it to receive an award for something that you love to do every single day?
Good evening to all of you. My name is Anthony Raveco, and I'm the producer of this year's Tommy Awards. Taylorville has always been a place that takes pride in the achievements of the people who live and work here, and TommyTV is honored to be able to host an event that highlights all of those achievements.
Guys, can we get a round of applause for the kids that have put this together? You can't see them. An incredible amount of work went into that, so I'm extremely grateful for our community. I'm super proud of Taylorville, and I like this has been home from the beginning.
I'm so excited. When we started this, we were just there was like 4 of us and a camera and in the hallway and just being dumb. And now they're doing this event that's just incredible.
I would bet my wallet nowhere in America is there an event like this being hosted in a high school that's run by the students.
We are back at the Dolph Stanley Court. I feel like I said that a lot tonight. I have said that a lot when we come back. But, you know, with a little under 3 minutes left, the girls are warming up here. And we go to the Max Preps score prediction for this game. I mean, Taylorville was expected to be a very close game, 50-52. And, you know, it's looking nothing like that so far.
Yeah, and that's just an NAI taking their quarterly averages and putting it all together and doing a matchup. But, yeah, this is definitely not that sort of game right now. Who knows what we'll see in the second half. I don't want to say it's over till it's over because, you know, the Spartans could definitely come back. Don't want to count that out, and I don't think our girls should either. But, yeah, it's definitely not looking like a 2-point game at the end of the day.
I've seen crazier comebacks before.
I have too as well. Even right here in the Dolph, especially recently. You know, we had that it was Effingham game for the boys a few weeks back. It was a great game. But yeah, just does not look like that sort of game. But like I said, who knows? Yeah. We also had that Chatham versus Rochester game beforehand. We watched a little of, and so the winner of this game right here will actually be playing Rochester, which was a very, very big upset. They were down by, I think, 6 going into the fourth quarter, and they came back. You know, great game. Definitely a lot of heart in their players, but they were not expected to win. So I think the winner of this game, hopefully it's us. You know, we take that into account. You know, they came back, and we can't count them out either.
I mean, it's the playoffs. Any given day, a team could win. Mm-hmm. I mean, these are sports. I mean, you could be projected to lose by 70 and end up winning by 50. So, you know, anything can happen.
And you know, it's regionals. So, you know, for some teams today, it's their seniors' last game. You got to think about that. You never want to be that team, and it's unfortunate for every team that loses here today. But you know, someone's got to lose and someone's going to win.
Yeah, and especially a team with a lot of seniors. I mean, the Spartans only have 1 senior, but Taylorville has 5. So don't want it to be their last game here at the Dolph. Collier goes to Crawford. She'll inbound it to her. She gets covered by DeMichael. We'll go to Pickett. Then Weston on the left-hand side goes to Pickett again. Then goes to Collier in the paint. She'll go up, rolls around and into the hands of Grace Rogers there.
Ooh, unlucky off the rim right there. A lot of that.
That's nothing but unlucky. Leah Champley goes to Heimsness. Heimsness goes to Champley in the paint. Loses it. Francis just had her hands up, and lucky enough, it went in, the ball hit her hands. And Collier goes up, no good. It'll roll out of bounds, goes to Taylorville.
Just barely touches the foot of Collier right there. A lot of unlucky bounces off the rim for the Spartans tonight. Not what you're really what you want to see.
I thought Collier was about to do a cartoon slip on that ball, but luckily she didn't, as DeMichael has it now. We'll go to Champley in the paint. She'll go back out to Rogers. And Rogers, looking left hand, hands it off to Heimsness. Heimsness goes to Fleming inside. She spins around. She'll go up, and it's good. Fleming having a really nice day today.
8 points already. You know, that's a great move. She uses it a lot, but it works.
Collier goes up. That's a foul there.
Those points will not count, I do believe.
Yeah, I think that was a push-off there from, wait a minute. We'll check the replay here.
Oh.
Champley, she didn't even move and got absolutely murdered there.
Got a charge.
So, looks like Collier's going to go to the bench and possibly prison for that.
All right. I don't think any player here tonight is going to prison, Blaze. I really hope not, but I don't think anyone is.
Heimsness will give it to Fleming, and Fleming spinning around. Goes to Champley. She's open.
Ooh.
Misses the shot. Cannot miss those as Pickett has it now.
It's like Champley's hurting there a little bit. Hopefully nothing serious.
Hopefully just like a tiny little stinger there.
Oh.
Yep, it wasn't anything that bad. Reese tried getting it back out and goes to DeMichael. Champley has it again. She'll take a deep two. Ooh, in and out. And Crawford will rebound. Crawford runs up, then back out to tries to get it to Reese, but it'll go to Weston instead. Her shot is no good, and Fleming will try to fight it, but it will be a jump ball, and it will go to Taylorville.
Oh, no, it will not. Oh, yes,
no,
it will.
Yes,
okay.
It will. What is happening
I'm
here?
not really sure anyone knows.
Whoa. As Rogers gets the Heimsness.
You know, Southeast is definitely putting in the effort, you know, coming out of that halftime.
Definitely trying for their only senior. Oh, Heimsness falls on the floor. Champley misses another shot there as Weston has it now. Weston drives up. She'll try to shoot.
Ooh.
She'll get fouled. Yep, she will.
Both sides confused right there.
We'll give it to Grace Rogers.
Yeah.
We'll check the replay here. Heimsness.
Someone got fouled. No call right there.
Don't exactly know what happened.
Refs are more focused on the ball, I guess.
Weston, her first shot. Purple Rain, despite not having a ton in numbers, is still as loud as ever.
They're very, very loud. They got a few key students over there. You know, they got Hudson and Michael, Patrick Curtin out there being loud, and you only need a few loud people to be loud as a student section.
Got all of them are screaming again. Not as girly-ish, but now Rogers has it now. Rogers kind of zigzagging, loses the ball. Crawford picks it up, goes to, that's White, and her layup is good.
They will cut the lead down to 17.
That's the Chris Paul.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Heimsness now. Oh, loses it, but it will stay with Taylorville. Crawford putting in a lot of work here on defense in these last few really seconds.
Speaking of Chris Paul, rhymes with Duval right there.
Duval as Rogers has it now. spinning around. Goes to Leah Champley, misses her shot, and White has it now. Goes to Pickett. Pickett with the corner three. Really good there.
That's why you can't count them out, you know? Can't count them out. They're going on a little streak right there. Get some hope. Got to crush it.
I mean, it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs. Anything can happen.
Nope.
You look at the replay there. Pickett kind of just really didn't have a lot of expression on her face after that three, but, you know, that's fine. I can't shoot a three to save my life. If I made a corner three, I'd be leaving right now and celebrating that like Wendy's or something, because that's all I can afford.
Well, I mean, maybe you should go try out for the NBA if you hit a quarter three. G League at least. Mac McClung.
No, I couldn't make like a G League. I probably couldn't make community college.
Well, you know, dream big. That's what they say, Blaze. Just like our Tornadoes are dreaming big. You know, if we win this game, I don't want to get ahead of myself here. We'll play the Rockets, and then, you know, it's a nice path to state, if I do say so myself.
Kind of feel like Mount Zion for the football team. I mean, I'd say they had a pretty easy path there to state before getting blown out.
Yep.
So I'm happy they got blown out.
It'll be Rogers to inbound the ball.
Yep, gives it to Heimsness. Heimsness getting covered by White and Crawford. Trying to find anyone. Eventually goes to Fleming. One-handed snag there. To Michael. Ooh. Wow. Man, I hope we get a replay of that one-handed snag from Fleming.
She's a receiver. He's a
yeah, he should have signed up for the football team. Collier goes to Crawford, then Pickett. Pickett loses the ball. Tries to get it to Collier, and they'll call, Southeast will call a timeout. Look, see the one-handed snag here, very athletic. And then the two-handed pass there, very long pass.
You know, these passes are thrown on a dime sometimes. You know, our girls are great at their pass game, and it's definitely showing tonight.
It's definitely one of the best traits of any player. I mean, obviously the GOAT, LeBron James, greatest of all time. He's a fantastic passer here. So he's a fantastic passer. So you know, when your entire team.
Today is actually Jordan's birthday, I've just been informed. So, yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to the second best player of all time in the NBA.
I would like to say that I disagree with that, Blaze. But we should probably focus on the game real quick.
Yeah, we could talk about this behind an alleyway later.
Looks like the refs got a little Looks like the refs got a little confused, and it'll be Southeast ball instead of Taylor. I'm not really sure.
Looks like a wet spot, or
there is a wet spot. There's two. Okay. One of the players is getting wrapped, it looks like, right off screen.
I was about to say, if there's a wet spot, I mean, I understand. I'm starting to get a little sweaty here.
Questionable camera choice right there. Not really sure where that's pointed at. Or the ball, I guess.
Crawford.
Okay. Well, the action is off screen.
That's a very nice beam.
Yep.
Crawford goes to Weston, then to Collier. She'll go up, gets swatted. Oh, she gets it back and then out to White, but there's a foul there. Check the replay here. Fleming, wow, she does it like every game.
Great job. You know, with that wingspan, you gotta be making moves like that, though.
She's just a hawk with her. She's just a hawk, a ball hawk, and, you know, with the wingspan, she could probably count as an eagle too. So White. Gives it to Heimsness. Nice pass to the other team. And Heimsness moving around here. Goes to Rogers. Rogers goes back to Heimsness. And Heimsness will cut in, tries to go up, and it will stay Taylorville ball. It got tipped there, we'll say.
Right at the end. A lot of little passes, which is great ball movement by the Tornadoes.
So Heimsness finds Champley. She'll go up, and that's a nice shot there by Leah Champley. She's got 6.
Oh, she's doing great tonight as well. You know, staying out of foul trouble in the second half, doing great.
She hasn't had a foul yet in the second half. And as I just said that to Michael, gets, I think, her first foul.
No, she kicked the ball.
Oh.
So, yeah. Putting in that effort like she always is.
Weston goes to Crawford and then to Pickett in the corner. She'll go up, then gives it to Collier. Gets the ball swatted again by Fleming. And now Heimsness.
She's great at that right there. She knows exactly what she's doing. Ooh.
No, Heimsness gets the ball taken from her by Weston. Weston will go up. No good. Collier rebounds, and her shot is good. So, I mean, the game is not technically over, but, you know, that shot doesn't really help their chances a ton.
You know, every little, she loses her footing. This ball.
They'll call jump. Luckily for Southeast, because they were just about to lose it. Champley was just about to get it back.
Crawford helping her up. Good sportsmanship right there. Exactly what you want to see. I love seeing good sportsmanship like that. Great job.
Usually in blowouts, it tends to be gets chippy from the losing team, but, you know, they're keeping their respectful play here.
Mm-hmm.
Pickett goes inside to Weston, then Crawford, then White. Corner three, no good. Rogers rebounds. She's had a couple of those already. And Rogers spins around, gets a block from Champley. And Champley, they'll call, Coach Eldridge will call a timeout for Taylorville.
Playing really aggressive. I would almost say rough right there. Getting in on them. Nothing wrong with that. But, yeah, they're definitely putting the pedal to the metal with their defense.
This is definitely one of the most aggressive defenses I've seen.
Yeah, for sure. And, yeah, it's honestly quite a low-scoring game as far as our games with the Tornadoes. You know, we get pretty high up there in most of the games, but pretty low scoring. So I'll give that to the Spartans. That aggressive defense is definitely working on us.
When we talk about the Spartans, I mean, they won 11 straight and then kind of, you know, started to slow down, won 3 more games after that 11-game winning streak. But, you know, they're still a very good team, very solid, and, you know, obviously we see here very aggressive.
Yeah, they earned that 5 seed for sure.
Behind this finds Rogers, goes up, and that's a 2. Werns was subbed in for Addison Tarr, and Tarr has ice on her knee. Let's hope she's all right here.
Right on camera, too.
Well, that's convenient. White goes to Weston. It tries to get it to Crawford, but gets stolen by Rogers, and Rogers spinning around, looking for someone to pass it to. Decides to go up instead, and she'll get fouled for her 2 free throws.
Yep. Look at the replay.
Check the replay here. Yeah, she got swatted.
Couldn't get her hand out of there fast enough. You know, nothing you can do against that.
You know those things where it's like, you know, your brain tells you to stop, but you're already like full force and you can't. That was just one of those things.
And that first free throw will be good as well.
When I'm about to fall down the stairs, but I know I'm about to fall down the stairs, but I can't stop myself, so.
And Rogers will be good for 10 tonight. Great game by her. Another one.
Leading the team again when earlier Fleming was. Now Heimsness gets around Crawford and then gets the ball poked out by Crawford, and now Pickett. Pickett stops in the corner, then goes to Collier. Collier will go up. No good. Fleming rebounds. Deep pass there to Rogers. Rogers will go up, and that's good. And they'll call it on the floor foul. So, no, they won't.
Nope.
We'll give her an and 1. Originally, the ref over on our side called it on the floor, but
Rogers getting hype after that call. Hopefully we'll see the replay. You know, that's what you want to see.
Checking the replay here as it just came up. Very nice pass there by Fleming.
And the free throw will be good, by the way.
That was just on the money there as Pickett has it now. Pickett. Loses the ball but regains it. And now Crawford Oh, almost loses the ball again. Gets to Collier just in time, and she'll go up, and it is good.
It's only a 21-point game, so, never say never.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up, which is what our Tornadoes are hopefully doing right now.
Fleming. Oh, thought she was about to get a dunk there, but some nice defense, and the ball gets taken away with White. Tries to get it to Weston, and Himes this in the corner. Nice pass there to Fleming, and Fleming goes up, and it's good. 40-burger already.
Fleming will join Rogers with double-digit points tonight.
Very good. They've been both very good tonight. As Collier tries to go up, looks like she'll get fouled.
I'm going to call that a pass to herself right there.
I got startled there because someone in Purple Rain, I think, screamed. That scared the crap out of me.
They're here and they're loud. It looks like Champley and Kitzman will be checking in after this shot.
I mean, I feel like they should probably start, putting in some backups now.
Yep, save them for that Friday game if everything goes to plan for this game.
I mean, with Tar, she's got ice on her knee now.
Hopefully she's all good,
I probably wouldn't put her back in the game. I mean, you're up by so much. Obviously, you want her to go back in, but I feel like I just wouldn't risk a re-injury if it is a serious thing. The shot was no good, and Kitzman has it now. Kitzman, eventually does find Himes in the paint, and they'll call travel there.
Good effort by Kitzman, not letting that pivot foot move. She's getting guarded by, oh, wow. And she'll swat the ball away. Putting that effort in. That's what earns you a starting spot. We have 4 seniors going away next year.
Well, we actually got 5, actually.
Starting seniors, excuse me.
I mean, Kitzman, she's been very good. And that ball gets poked out by Rogers, and now Kitzman has it. We're talking about Kitzman. She's got a very good work ethic as she gets it to Rogers. Rogers loses the ball, and that is a foul there on Weston.
And like we said earlier, Taylorville's definitely got a bright future, both boys and girls basketball. But we're seeing that now with our girls. We got a lot of sophomores, 2 great juniors.
It's fantastic. Champley rebounds the Hope Kitzman missed shot, and she'll go up and gets her 2. Now she's just 2 away from double digits, being the 3rd person on the team to do that. And looking at the Spartans, Collier has 4 fouls, which is the most out of both teams. And the next person up is Leah Champley, who did not have a single foul that entire 3rd quarter.
Yeah, she's doing a great job staying out of foul trouble. She knows she's got to, especially after that game the other night, having 4 pretty early on. But she's doing a great job. I'm glad they're giving her some play time. She's doing great.
Yeah, they've got a pretty young. Taylorville has a pretty young depth chart. But Josephine Durbin, Simple Camp, Thomas, Gianna Tar.
Yep.
They've got a lot of sophomores, but they're all very good, respectively.
Yeah, if they do great in JV, and hopefully that transfers over to varsity. They play some great basketball, and who knows, maybe we'll see some of that coming into this 4th quarter.
The biggest problem is 2027 because they're going to have a lot of seniors that year.
Yep. Senior night's going to be fun, that's for sure.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to last like 2 hours just to announce all the seniors.
Rogers will inbound the ball to Himeses.
Himeses tries to get it to Kitzman, gets stolen by Reese. Reese runs up, tries to go up, no good. And now Pickett and Champley will fight. Jump ball. Well, we'll fight for the ball, not actually fight. And they will give it to Southeast. As you can see here, both Pickett and Champley trying to bear hug the ball, and Reese will try to inbound it. Goes to Weston, gets the ball swatted by Fleming, and Kitzman goes to Fleming. And then she'll get it to Champley. Champley goes to our side of the court, which is the left hand. Then finds Rogers. Rogers goes to Heimsness in the paint. And her shot is no good, goes to Weston instead of the bucket.
Heimsness looks like she might be hurting a little bit on that knee. I know she's injured that a little bit earlier in the season. Hopefully it's not coming back.
Yeah. Weston's three-point shot is no good, and that's probably why they haven't shot a lot of those.
That was a nice little pass beforehand, though. I will say that.
That was a pretty good pass. Heimsness tries to find Champley, but just, it was a no-look pass. It was still pretty good, but Champley kind of just got shoved out of bounds there.
And Southeast will inbound the ball. Excuse me.
Crawford now goes to Pickett. Pickett tries to get it to White in the corner, but Heimsness will tip the ball out of bounds.
I'm wondering when Coach Eldrin is going to have some of those younger players come off the bench, get them a little bit of experience. And in a game like this, that's kind of what you got to do, I feel like.
Yeah, get some of their backups in since they're up by so much. As White gets the ball taken, and Champley loses the ball that time, and Pickett there will give it straight to one of the coaches of Southeast. Hope Kidsman now to inbound.
The Southeast cheerleader being really loud. Love to hear it.
I mean, you kind of have to if you want this monumental comeback.
Yep. 6:30 left. Plenty of time.
Kitzman goes to the paint, then out to Fleming. Fleming spins, tries to go for the shot. They'll call travel on Fleming, and the shot wouldn't have mattered anyway. She missed it.
She loves those little fake moves, those little dekes right there, and they work. They work often.
Yeah, she likes to spin a lot as Weston goes up for two. Reese tried to rebound, but it does go out of bounds. And I feel like at this point, Taylorville really isn't trying as hard. I mean, they've missed a few shots. It looks like they haven't been as aggressive defensively as they were earlier, at least.
And I know earlier I said you can't let up, but I feel like you can now.
I mean, I was expecting this game to be closer, too. So, Crawford now got the ball away, and Weston goes back out to Crawford. And Crawford goes up for two, and you can see there, Heimsness kind of just was watching. They missed, and Heimsness, she'll go up for two, and it's good.
Those will be her first points of the night. It seems like she's been putting up a lot of shots, but
I mean, she's been pretty good with in the passing game, really. She's probably got like 42 assists.
She's got that QB blood in her. Doing great on the defense as well.
Long pass there from Fleming. Speaking of quarterback genes, Fleming has some of those too. I mean, she's had a lot of really long passes, and they're all really accurate.
Yep. A lot of great passes tonight. Both teams.
Heimsness goes to Champley. Champley goes up, and it's good. And at this point, I mean, like, they're scoring without really trying here.
Yep. And that'll be the third Tornado player to reach double digits tonight.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. As Pickett has it now, goes to Weston. Then Weston goes back out to Pickett, then back to Weston. Then Crawford finds White. Now Reese in the corner, no good. Gets rebounded by Grace Rogers. Then a nice pass there from Rogers to Heimsness. Tries to get it to Fleming. Fleming telling Heimsness that it probably should have been a little bit higher there, and she will get subbed out for Bailey Werns.
Great heads-up play right there by Crawford. They're still fighting.
Champley goes up. No good on the two. Rogers will try to go up there. She'll get fouled, and we'll get another 2 free throw attempts. She's had a lot of those tonight.
Yeah, and she's a great free throw shooter. I actually wonder what her percentage is. It's got to be pretty high.
And she's so good at shooting. So I would expect probably about,
I would say 60, 70. maybe even higher. I don't know. But she made
I
that
was about to
first
say
one.
like 80.
Well, maybe. You know, from the last few games, that's definitely what it looks like. As DeMichael will be subbed in for Heimsness, it looks like.
They've only got one starter for Taylorville only has one starter right now out. That's Leah Champley and Grace Rogers, actually. Never mind. I was wrong. But now Werns, DeMichael, and Kitzman are now in. They've all contributed pretty well. I mean, Werns has 4, DeMichael has 4, and Kitzman, she's been pretty good when, I mean, she hasn't scored, but she's been pretty good when on the court. It's Crawford now. Goes to, that's Gayfield, that's her first minutes. And then Reese tries to get it to White, but it'll go to DeMichael instead, and Kitzman getting covered by Reese. Trying to find someone. She'll go to Champley. Champley goes up, and that's stat padding there from Leah Champley. She's got 12.
Looks like Gianna Tarr will come off the bench, as well as Nora Thomas and McKinley Simplecamp.
Yep, they're just putting in their JV starters now, as the pass from Champley was a little long there. DeMichael had to chase it out. Oh, and they'll sub in Liz Martin, too.
And it'll be Josephine Durbin left on the bench alone without any minutes tonight. Maybe they'll get her in later.
I mean, there's still 3 minutes left, so you never know.
Plenty of time.
Liz Martin getting her first minutes. She doesn't get a lot of those. And White finds Pickett. Pickett goes up, in and out. Thomas rebounds. Now Kitzman goes to Martin. Martin is on the ground and can't see, but Crawford has it. And Josephine Durbin will soon get subbed in as Crawford goes up. And that will be her, I believe, I'm not exactly sure. But Kitzman has it. Kitzman loses it, and Reese picks it up. Tries to get it to Crawford, but instead will go to Simplecamp. Simplecamp on the floor goes to Martin. Martin picks it up. Now she's in the corner. Tries to get it to Simplecamp. No good. We'll go to White instead. Then, well, now it's going everywhere. Crawford gets fouled there, or delivers a foul. She just lowered her shoulders straight into Gianna Tarr, but Tarr did not move at all. And now Kitzman will get subbed out for Josephine Durbin.
So everyone has minutes tonight. That's kind of what you want to see at a game like this. 30-point lead.
Running clock.
Yep.
Lead by 30 here is Durbin. Goes to Thomas. Thomas finds Simplecamp. Simplecamp looking to drive up, finds Tarr, or Gianna Tarr, and Gianna Tarr has 2. Now Crawford getting covered by Martin. Goes to Reese, and Reese goes back to Crawford. Then goes to Reese, and they'll call timeout, I think.
That'll be a foul, travel, jump ball. What are these? What am I seeing here?
We look at the replay here for the Tarr, Gianna Tarr 2. There's a really nice pass there by Simplecamp. I thought she was going to try to go up and shoot, but she was able to collect herself, saw what was about to happen, and found the closest person to her.
It looks like that time stoppage was to sub out Crawford. She's been in most of the game, giving her a break.
Tarr got the ball after the steal, and Simplecamp now shoots a 3, no good. And Reese now, she'll get fouled, I believe, by Simplecamp.
Simplecamp being very aggressive right there, and that's what she does.
You kind of expect Simplecamp to be aggressive. I mean, in JV, she's very, very aggressive, shooting, defense, rebounding, basically everything.
Yep.
Now that'll be a encore. She'll just look to drain out the clock. Well, she gets it to Reese, and Reese is just holding it. Just give it to the refs, and that's the end of the game. Final score, Taylorville 51 and the Springfield Southeast Spartans, try to say that 5 times fast, score 19.
You know, the score may not reflect it, but both teams did a great job tonight. The Spartans defense, it looked like it was about to catch up with Taylorville, but you know both teams did a great job, put the effort in, and at the end of the day, it looks like Taylorville just put in a little bit more.
Taylorville, I mean, obviously they're going. Southeast was already really the underdogs here tonight. I mean, you look at Taylorville here. I mean, they're just a heavy powerhouse, and then you're coming into their home to play against the number 3 seed. And, you know, you're not expected to win, but you know, look at the positives. I mean, your defense was very aggressive, got multiple turnovers, and now you can go home with at least one positive. And now, as for Taylorville, they'll move on to play Rochester.
That'll be next Friday at home. So we'll be live streaming that. Tune in on TommyTV for that. And then as well as that, tomorrow, if school does not get canceled, the boys will play Shelbyville for senior night. So make sure you're tuning in for that. That'll be a great game.
It'll be a great senior night. You got any final thoughts?
Just great game overall. Both teams did a good job. And yeah, I'm fired up for the rest of the girls' season. Hopefully they'll do well.
We will send it over now to Lincoln Coffee and Lincoln and Haley. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Blaze. That concludes tonight's broadcast with a final score of 51-19. The Tornadoes took home a comfortable win here tonight on the Dolph Stanley.
Thank you for tuning in tonight on TommyTV. I'm Haley Braun.
And I'm Lincoln Coffee.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night, Tornado Nation.
Have a good night.
You're watching TommyTV.